and we'll open it up for questions.
Just super proud of our team. It was back and forth. We tried to pull away. We couldn't, we'd make 2 threes. They'd answer with 2 threes. We just couldn't get it to 8 or 9 or 10, for the longest time, it seemed like. But, I'm telling you guys, and coaches said it, we got a tough group. They're battle tested. They're tough. They just kept hanging in there. And we said, kind of around the 8-minute media, under 8 media, we really wanted to try to make a move right there and string together some stops. And I think at one point we got 15 of 19 stops, and we were able to get in transition. We thought that would be the key early offense to the game. If we could get first shot rebounds, if we could turn them over and get into the open floor and get in transition, that would be really big for us, because it can be hard at times to score against the zones and the changing defenses. And for a lot of these guys, it's the first time they've played against that. And so, that was good. But just credit to the players. They were fantastic. Big three. Damari had a great contribution today, and 11, 12 minutes. I thought Carter was really good. And then Alondas and Jake in the end just kind of do what they do and were really good. And we made plays when the game was kind of in the balance. But credit to the staff. We thought Coach was maybe going to be here today. We were hoping that he was, and hopefully he's feeling better tonight. Hopefully that helped him feel better. But the staff was awesome. Coach Shea and Coach Mackey with the defensive game plan and adjustments and helping those guys see what was going on. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of people moving at one time out there. And they did a really good job in preparation and in game. And then Coach Woodley was instrumental offensively and just keeping us ahead of the game a little bit. And so, everybody stepped up. We've been out, we've had Jake out, Davian was out. We just kind of rally around the guys that are there, and we got a good thing going. And we wanted to do that tonight for Coach, and just super proud of him.
We'll open it up for questions.
Hey, Brooks, did Damari give you about – it's Josh here, by the way. Did Damari give you about what you thought he would tonight? Was he on a minutes restriction at all?
No real minutes restriction. I thought he was great. 8 rebounds. He did that at ETSU, and he's not afraid to get him up. But that was huge for us. He made 2 of our 8, and then we needed some shooting. We've struggled at times to shoot the ball, and he gave us a great lift. I thought he was really good defensively. I wasn't sure. I know he plays hard and he competes, but you haven't been out there for a long time, and then you come to your first game and it's all that stuff that can be difficult. And so I thought he was great. He gave our team a huge lift, and really proud of Damari. So he was excellent.
Thanks.
Brooks, you mentioned defense, and it seems like down the stretch when you guys got all those stops, it seems like you made a switch and put Alondas as a primary defender on Michael DeVoe. Was that part of what kind of got things going?
I think so. We tried to give him some different looks and some different people. He's a terrific player. He's fantastic. 22. He had to take 21 shots, which was good for us. But yeah, you just try to throw some different stuff at him and try to keep him off balance as much as you could. You try to war the what we call warring, try to blow up the handoffs, try to switch them. You try to get the ice, but it happens fast, and you just try to keep grinding on him and make it as hard as possible for him to really get in a rhythm.
How surprised would you be, Brooks, if Coach Forbes wasn't back for that big game on Saturday?
He'll be there. Yeah.
Brooks, you kind of mentioned that you expected Coach to be there. When did you find out, or you were hoping that Coach would be there? When did you find out, and were you kind of prepared in case he wasn't there?
Just kind of today, he was going to come down and just wasn't feeling great, and so just you felt like it was hard on him. Now, Coach competitor, as you guys know, and it was hard on him not to be here, but just felt like it'd be in everyone's best interest that he just kind of take some time and not travel and get ready to go for Saturday.
Coach, you guys scored 24 fast break points today, but turned the ball over a lot with 18 turnovers. How can you maximize what this team can do in transition with still trying to get everyone to be under control and take care of the basketball?
Yeah, I'd have to go back and look. I don't feel like a lot of the 18 turnovers came in transition. I felt like that we were really on the plus side of that. Maybe they did, but I didn't get that feeling. We just got to be, we want them to be aggressive, and we want them to play with confidence, and that's there's some give and take there, and we're turning the ball over a bit too much. I thought the two late, we were trying to get it, pulled out, and so I got to do a better job of getting them stopped there. Those two late. So it could have been a few less, but we got to do a better job taking care of the ball. But there is some give and take when we want them to be aggressive and play with confidence. And so just something we just got to keep working on. And it's, the biggest ones to us are kind of the unforced, just mishandling of the ball. If we could just cut those out, I think that would be, we'd be where we want to be on those.
Got time for a couple more.
How many times have you had to be the acting coach, Brooks? I remember last year at Duke, you stepped in, but was that it?
Les tried to count that one on me on Twitter this summer. I don't really think that I should get that one because I came in down 18. I mean, tonight we got to start at even, and Coach we went on a foreign trip at ETSU. Coach let all three of us coach the game, one of the three games, and so I guess I maybe have one friendly. I guess they'd call that a friendly. I guess I'd have one of those. But it was a cool experience, and I'm grateful to the coach for, having confidence in me to do it. But any of us could have done it. I mean, any of us could have stood up there. We got a really talented staff, and Coach Shea and Coach Woodley have been head coaches, and Coach Mackey will be, and some of those younger guys will be too. And so, I think just our chemistry and our cohesiveness and our communication. Is kind of our secret sauce as a staff, and they were awesome all night and all weekend, including tonight.
Final one for Coach Savage.
Coach, it seems like we're seeing the ACC level out a bit, at least from what it was on paper a few weeks ago. Where do you think Wake Forest falls in that mix, and what do you think this team can accomplish throughout the rest of league play?
I don't know. Time will tell where we fall. We're trying to take it one at a time, but I think we can beat anybody on a given night. And I think that we feel that way collectively as a program. Now that's part of humility, and being humble and hungry at the same time. Is you can beat anybody, but if you don't prepare and you don't come correct, then you can get beat too. And that's a big boy league, and it's the best of the best. And so we're just trying to stay focused, but we're confident. We're a confident group, and we feel like on any given night that we can beat anybody in the league. And so we're just gonna keep doing what we've been doing and clean up some stuff and take it one at a time.
Awesome. Thanks,
Thank
Coach.
you.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Open it up for questions here for Man.
Man, can you talk about what it was like at the end of the game holding the ball? It just looks like a funny scene over there.
Man, I was trying to hurry up and get out of there, man. We had got the victory. I was happy. Then I was talking to the rest, and my coach, they was like, man, don't try to go score the ball. And I was like, I'm not. I was just dribble the ball right here. And then the referee, he was trying to be funny, talking about, you better not travel.
Alondes, tell us what Damari's looked like at practice back before the injury and what he's been leading up to tonight, what we can expect to see moving forward.
Damari, he's a dog, like he been pushing real hard to get back to the season, and you see today he had like 2-3 threes. And then, it was one possession, I heard him in the back of my ear, like, man, I got trust in him, I passed him the ball, he hit a big three. I think they put it in like tie game or up like 3, but I trust him, so he worked on that. He's a shooter.
Looked like you were really trying to get him his first one. Was that in your mind to get him a make early?
Yeah, I was trying to get him going real early so he can get in the groove, because I know how it be when you ain't playing a long time and you just coming back. I know you can start off kind of slow. So I was just kind of, trying to get him happy and get him in the groove early.
Alondes, how important was the defensive effort down the stretch? It seemed like they put you matched up on Michael DeVoe down the last, 10 minutes or so. And that's when you guys really made your run. How difficult is he to defend, and how much did you enjoy that matchup?
I enjoyed it real good. He is one of the top scorers in the ACC, so it's good to be able to have people to trust you to guard him. And he's a tough player, so I enjoyed it.
Alondes, you guys haven't won there in 14 seasons. And was this a game tonight that you guys wanted to break that streak and wouldn't do it for Coach Forbes?
Yeah, we wanted to do it for Coach Forbes. We wanted to do it for ourselves too, we've been needing these road wins. So we've been coming out to these road games and just executing every time, don't give nobody a chance, because that's important to us. So it was real big. And then I heard that they ain't win since Chris Paul was here. So, it was real big for Deacon Nation and for us too. And, Coach, his first head coaching game, he got the victory.
Alondes, your name's being tossed around as being maybe the ACC Player of the Year through the month of January. I wonder, is that something that you hear or you pay attention to, or is that something that really matters to you?
My coaches and them, they be like making jokes about it in practice, but I don't really pay attention to it. I just really focus on winning and, making my team better every day.
Awesome. You guys all set?
I have one more.
Can I get one more?
Yep.
Go ahead, Christian.
Okay. Alondes, it seems like lately you've been making more of an effort, or at least it's been easier for you to get downhill and get to the basket later in games. Do you feel like defenses are just more tired, or you're in better shape than people, or is the game just coming to you that way?
I don't know. I kind of I just like to move the ball around, so, get assists, so it can kind of open up for me, so it can make it more easier for me. And it probably is them being tired too, but I don't know. I just like to pass the ball around so I can get the floor to be open to me too, because they see that I ain't really scoring the ball in the beginning. And then when they see that I'm just passing it, it just open up, so it just make it more easy.
Alondes, Georgia Tech zone is pretty unique. Did it take you a few possessions to kind of get the feel for it and see where the seams were?
A little bit, it was kind of similar to Syracuse a little bit, but when they started going to the little 1-3-1 zone, but I'm a basketball player, it ain't really too hard to figure out what things is and what it ain't.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
Yeah.